Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, the Python Gurukul. Today we'll be talking about one of the very important topic, Python Faker. If you have been using any tool to generate the data for development, for testing, for database, then this is one tool it is going to be handy for you. So what all we'll be covering today? We'll be covering Faker introduction, how to install, and then some sample data. And at the end, we will go through some of the complicated data. I want to start the conversation saying Faker it until you make it. And the reason is while doing the development, we need some basic data, but sometimes we need lots of complicated data. It becomes really tedious task for someone to generate this kind of data. In the past, we have been using our own handy tool, Excel sheet or some other tool to generate the different data. But as we have this tool, we don't have to wasting our time and going looking for different dummy data. On the go, on the fly, we can generate lots of data. So now just think about different use cases. So one could be, as I said, developer. They can use on-demand data and the test on the go. Similarly, the test engineer can use to write different scenarios and have the test cases covered for corner cases. And very similarly, the database engineer, they can generate lots of dummy data for their database testing. So I think this is one of the important tool. Getting to know about it going to help a lot. So we have been talking about it generates lots of different data. Now let's take a deeper look what the data mean here. It could be as simple as name, email, country, or it could be complicated like profile, student profile, employee profile, and then IPv4, V6, any data just we can think of like MAC address, serial number, anything we can think. Faker has capability to generate it. So one thing to note, it doesn't come with the Python standard installation. So if you have already installed Python, already have configured the pip, and we are inside the virtual environment, so just by saying pip install Faker, we will be able to have. So once we have Faker installed, by just saying from Faker import Faker, we are importing the Faker, and after the initialization, we can just use it anywhere we want. So only these two lines are important for us. So what we are doing here, we are just generating some email, country, name, kind of simple data. Then see how it looks like. We can see that from the email we got the email ID, from the country we got some country name, from the name we got some name here. So that's really neat and clean. Let's just think about some complicacy. How about we are interested to generate some of the country specific name code, then in that case, we can call the figure the way we call, but while initializing, we will be saying their country name and the country code. And with that installation, now the figure will generate the name and the country in the initialized language. So that's very neat. So now let's turn our gear and bring the already I'm in the path, pip is configured, I'm in a virtual environment and I'll say here pip install faker and it is already installed. So it is just going said yes, we have already installed dependency made. So that's why it is already installed. So we are all good to start using it. So we will go ahead to VS Code and here I'm saying the from figure import figure. And once we have the figure, we can initialize. So maybe we'll say fig and then we will try to initialize. Once we have, we can just simply say that print fig dot name and the name is going to return the name for us. So let's run this program and see what we get. And here we can see that we got the name printed. Let's say maybe we want some more information. How about email address? And then just go ahead right there and run the program. So here we can see that we got the name. And every time, whenever we are running, we are getting new data. So first time we got the Kelly Hunter, now we are getting Christian Hernandez. So we can see that it is generating the different data. And this time we got the name as well as the email address. So for simplicity, already I have few test sample already written to save our time, and we can just walk through it. So in this one, we are showcasing that how, what if we want to generate data for for the India and in Hindi. So for that, we are initializing the faker with code. And then once we have initialized, remaining program remain the same. We are just saying fake name, fake.country. Let's run the program. And then we will see that it is going to generate Indian name. And I'll bring this one here. So we can see that this is the data it was printing. Um, Name, country got the France. So we can see that we are getting data printed in Hindi. So that's very neat. The next thing I have ready for you. So let's say we want to generate lots of data and want to generate the data in the form of JSON. What we can do? So again, we need to use the JSON tool and we will be using a random so that we can generate some random data same. Only we are using a random module and JSON module. JSON module to write the data into JSON, random module to just randomize some of the data. So we will be generating ID, name, latitude, longitude, and so once we have the data, and then we are just opening one of the JSON file and dumping all the data, whatever we had. So let's go ahead, run the program, and once the program successfully completes, we will have the JSON data ready. So let's go ahead and open the student.json, and then we can see these data here. So with that said, we can see that on the go quickly, we are able to generate lots of data. So with that said, if you like my video, please share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.